A long time ago, in a quiet village surrounded by green hills and old trees, there lived a young couple named Mark and Mia. People loved them. They walked hand in hand to the market, cooked together, laughed together. Look at them, the elders would say. They are proof that love still lives among us. But love can fade when greed takes its place. After losing his job, Mark grew cold. He stopped calling Mia by her sweet name. He began to see only numbers, money, and things he could own. When he learned that Mia had a large insurance policy in her name, darkness entered his heart. One rainy evening, he brought her tea. "You need rest," he said kindly, with a smile that did not reach his eyes. She drank it, trusting him completely. Her hands trembled, her voice cracked. "Mark," she whispered, confused. He looked away. "It's for the best." That night, thunder rolled. By morning, Mia was gone. The villagers buried her under the old acacia tree. Mark cried louder than anyone, pretending his heart had broken. But when the tears dried, he went to the city to collect the insurance money. Suddenly, his life bloomed with luxury. He bought cars. He renovated the house, painting it gold and white. He filled it with new furniture and music. People whispered, "Mark is blessed. He lives the life we all dream of." But the ancestors do not sleep when injustice breathes. 2 years later, Mark met a woman named Grace. She was kind, gentle, and reminded him just a little of Mia. He fell in love quickly, desperate to start over. Soon, Grace became pregnant. Mark was happy again, laughing, planning, dreaming. He told himself, "The past is buried, I am free now." But the past was only sleeping. When the baby girl was born, they named her Lena. From the beginning, strange things surrounded her. When she first learned to talk, she said things no one taught her. One morning, she pointed at a yellow dress that had belonged to Mia, hidden deep in the wardrobe, and said, "Mommy used to wear this when it rained." Grace froze. "How do you know that?" Lena only smiled and said, "Because I remember." As Lena grew older, she became more and more like Mia. She hummed the same tune Mia used to sing by the window. She placed fresh flowers near the table every Sunday, saying softly, "Mommy liked it this way." Grace tried to ignore it, but soon she noticed that Lena never called her Mommy. She only said, "Mother Mia." At night, Lena would sit at the window, staring at the rain, whispering words too soft to understand. Sometimes, Grace would wake up to find her daughter standing by the mirror, looking into her reflection and whispering, "Why did you do it, Mark?" Mark began to lose sleep. The more Lena grew, the more she reminded him of the woman he had wronged. Her eyes, gentle, deep, and knowing, were exactly like Mia's. Sometimes she would speak softly in the dark, saying, "Father, I was cold under the tree." He tried to hide his fear. He told Grace the child just dreams too much. But deep inside, he knew the spirit of Mia had returned through their daughter. One day, while playing in the garden, Lena began digging in the soil near the acacia tree. Grace called out, "Lena, come inside." But Lena kept digging, saying, "There's something here that must come out." Minutes later, she pulled out a small rusted bottle. Mark's face turned pale. Grace looked at him. "What is this?" Before he could speak, Lena looked up, her eyes distant, her voice no longer a child's. "This is what ended me, Mark." The wind howled through the trees. The sky darkened. Mark fell to his knees, trembling. "Mia, forgive me." The air around them grew still. Then Lena's small hand rested on his shoulder. "You took my life for gold, but now gold cannot buy you peace." She dropped the bottle into his hands. The bottle cracked. A whisper filled the air, like the sound of rain and a woman's sigh. That night, Grace took Lena away to her mother's house. Mark remained alone, haunted by memories and whispers. Soon after, the police came with questions and the truth surfaced. Mark was taken away, his face hollow, his eyes haunted. Years later, villagers say that on rainy nights, if you walk near the old acacia tree, you can hear a child's laughter mixed with a woman's voice humming softly in the wind. And so the elders tell this story to the young ones. When love turns to greed, even the unborn will carry its shadow. The spirit of truth never dies, it only waits for the right voice to speak again.